What made me want to be a BTI was I wanted to help people in my school kind of learn how to take the bus, because a lot of people I've talked to, whenever I say I take the bus, they're like in shock that like, you take it alone? Like how do you even do that? Like how do you get here?
Well, the girl that was the BTI last year who left, she's friends with my mom, and they kind of heard about that. And then I got to thinking about it, and I knew that would be a great leadership thing, and I'd meet a whole bunch of new people, and I did meet a whole bunch of new people.
Well, I've kind of had a passion for the environment since as long as I can remember. My mom's always been an environmentalist, I guess. Becoming a BTI just made sense.
Well, it's just a wonderful program. Just if you're really passionate about the environment, it's great to get into. You learn a lot of stuff about just Burlington Transit.
And honestly, the BTI program is a great environment for any student. I mean, we have students from all across Halton that are in here, and it's just really nice because we get to talk and compare ideas.
Expanding transit in Burlington is a really good idea, especially working with our youth, because older people are sometimes more hesitant. They're used to their old ways, but youth are easily moldable. So once you have that resource and they can kind of always give them hints and kind of show them a different way of going about transit, then they might be able, in the future, they'll choose transit over cars, and maybe they can teach their kids, and they'll just start a new generation of transit-taking people, and that's a good idea.
It really helps building confidence, because before you start, you're not really sure if you have the guts to kind of walk up to people and be like, can you sign my pledge for me, please? But then once you start doing, you get in the hang of it, and it really builds up your power of just talking to other people, which can really be beneficial in everything you do in life.
I think one of the biggest rewards is actually the friendship that we have now. I mean, when I first joined Eco Club, I didn't know anybody. I walked in the door and people were like, oh, who is this guy? They didn't know how to say my name, right? So it's funny because I was talking to her and then she was telling me about the BTI program. And I was like, well, this sounds great. This is exactly what I'm interested in. So I joined through that, and through that, it's not even about the rewards. It's more about what I could actually do for the environment and for the students. So that was I think that was probably really powerful for me. That's probably why I enjoyed it the most.
Well, basically, it was my first year, so at first it was kind of nerve-wracking. I didn't think anyone would listen to me. They just kind of walked past me, I figured. But then afterwards, days later, I saw people and they're still wearing the bracelets. They're all still writing the pens. I heard people talking about it. So it was kind of a major confidence boost, just hearing everyone talking about it and knowing I was doing something, it actually worked. So it was a pretty good experience.
I think the BTI program was really good because it got more students involved and informed about Eco Club too, and it got them to do more eco initiatives like riding their bike or walking to school. So I think it really helped the school atmosphere be more green.
The funds we've earned through the BTI program has really helped our Eco Club. We've been able to buy seeds, soil, and plant for our greenhouse, which is one of the main things our Eco Club focused on, is our plant sale and growing things in the greenhouse. So it was really helpful being involved with the BTI, just getting support from outside of our club to be able to do things that we want to do to help the environment.
Seeing the students trying to get involved in some of the games and activities that our Eco Club were running for the BTYA, and just seeing the student involvement as they walked through the hall, asking questions about it and starting to get involved, it was pretty fantastic happening at lunchtime.
People didn't even know that we had Eco Club until we were doing campaigns in the foyer, which was really nice. Just to see everybody sort of getting involved and asking questions and asking how they could help.
We managed to help make MM a greener place, and it just also helped us think about other things that we could do with Eco Club.
Our Eco Club has had a huge involvement with the BTYA last year, this year. As far as my role, it's been fantastic because the students run the show. We need to dot some I's and cross some T's for them, but essentially they've taken care of all the initiatives, and as a school we reap the benefits of it.
My favorite campaign was probably the superhero one, just because it gets such a cute idea and everyone loves superheroes.
Yeah, I find the superhero aspect was pretty effective because we could shout out to people, be a superhero in your community, take the transit. You can kind of play around with it.
My favorite campaign was actually the superhero campaign. I love seeing the students because some of them were really enthusiastic about it.
Yeah, it was really great seeing the youth get involved, seeing the different groups of kids come up to the booth and say, hey, what's this about? I heard that I could win this on the announcement so I can take the bus more.
I think the superhero campaign had a lot of people really excited about it, and the bracelets. Did everyone see people wearing them, right?
Yeah.
If you want a new experience, if you want to meet new people, if you want to like put yourself out there, just want to make a change in your life that will kind of like give you something new, then I feel that the BTI program is really good. And you also, it's going to a good cause, promoting transit, which is good for the environment. So it's just feel good. You help the environment, you help yourself become a better person, and just there's no downside. Just try it out. You never know.
I definitely recommend the program. Like I think like the largest incentive to me too was like something like this looks really good on like a resume or a college application. It helps you become more sociable, it helps you become more knowledgeable.
It's definitely a great program to join just because it is very beneficial and it doesn't take that much time. Like if you're a really busy person, which I thought I was going to be this year because grade 11, right? But it didn't take that much time out of what you had to do, and you can really help within your school in a lot of ways and just build a lot of connections that you didn't have before.
Well, last year I was actually a Burlington Transit Youth Ambassador. This is my second year now, and last year my partner and I, we ended up winning the $1,000 from Burlington Mall for our MMR Eco Club, which was absolutely awesome because we put it towards funding for a water bottle refiller station, and we actually now have 2, which is great. As well as they're putting the plaque up with my partner and I. So that's just gonna be awesome to come back to see after I graduate, just come back just to see the plaque again.
Yeah, it was personally a really good experience, and I feel like it made me a much more open person within the school, and I would say it's one of the best parts of being in high school was being a BTI.
And so many great friendships are made out of it too. And it's wonderful for the environment because it just has to see how it like all connects together.
Do you want your face on a bus?
Join BTI.
Do you want to be on a bus? Do you want to be more involved in your school? I'm sure you do. So if you want to try something new, try the BTI program. You will not regret it.
We love BTI!
You should join BTI!